Now, in the death of Gabby Petito, authorities continue to investigate her murder and try to piece together exactly what happened. Well, this week in a Dr. Oz show exclusive, Dr. Oz sits down with Gabby's parents and step-parents as they push for justice for Gabby. Dr. Oz is joining us live this morning to talk more about it. Always good to see you, Dr. Oz. Hope you had a good weekend.
I had a wonderful weekend. This is one of the most emotional interviews I've been involved in. So Gabby had four parents, basically. They were very close to each other. They all came on. They're searching for answers. They were crying before I asked the first question. So I tried to be as gentle as possible, but the pain has become so deep for them. They supported their daughter going on this long planned trip. They knew Laundry. He grew up actually, in Long Island, not far from her. There were no signs of narcissism, and yet Gabby obviously was being abused, was ashamed or manipulated. And this is the part that I didn't understand it because she's never talked about it. Gabby's stepmother, Tara, was also in an abusive relationship. So despite that, she didn't pick up on the clues, and they have tremendous guilt for that.
Oh, God, it's truly heartbreaking. And I think one of the things that makes any case like this so difficult, Dr. Oz, is that they feel as if there is no justice, right? It's knowing now that, the person that they think is responsible for murdering their daughter is gone, and there's not going to be a trial. There's not going to be any kind of justice. It's truly heartbreaking.
It made them angry, frustrated, but they're trying to turn their pain into purpose. That's why they're talking about domestic abuse issues, because it afflicts so many young women. There are 3,800 animal shelters, they told me. There are only 1,400 domestic violence shelters. So as a society, we don't put a lot of emphasis on domestic abuse. And there are many reasons that women don't leave these relationships, but the worst part is because they're shamed or manipulated, they don't tell anybody. So no one can help these women, and they want to make sure that doesn't continue to happen. They know that Gabby's life will be lost in vain if they don't make a bigger deal about this reality.
One of the discussions you had was with Gabby's stepfather. He was in Wyoming when they discovered her remains, and they got some really good tips, for people who, happened to be in the area at the time, happened to see the white van. What did he say about that?
Well, actually, they were able to, the parents, to work with law enforcement, who they have a lot of respect for. They were clues about what she would have done. They were backpacking basically in the van, so they didn't want to spend money on campsites. So they were able to look at sites where you wouldn't have to pay to stay, and that's where they ultimately found her body. But he was there when they found the body. He called the other parents, had to share the terrible news with them. He's a firefighter, by the way, and they were able to all be together when the autopsy was done, which they believe would have made their daughter, Gabby, feel better, that they're all doing this together.
Dr. Oz, what did they say about Roberta and Chris Laundry and just this odd behavior and estrangement of, them not answering the phone, not answering their texts?
They're very angry. They won't even mention their name. Wow. And I understand why. They also realize it's going to eat away at them because there's never going to be closure on this. They're not going to be able to find a clear path to what really happened. They just know their daughter's taken from them. And I, over and over again, heard them say similar things, which is it would eat us alive to focus on the parts of the story that should anger us. So we have to look at what Gabby would have wanted us to do going forward.
Yeah, God bless them. And of course, obviously working on those charitable efforts, and hopefully that will bring them some peace. Dr. Oz, thank you always so much for being with us. We look forward to seeing the interview on your show.
Thank you.
Take care. And remember, you can watch the Dr. Oz show. It airs weekdays at 2 o'clock right here on Fox 35. An emotional interview. One of the most emotional he said he's ever done. Coming up here in Good Day, Orlando, we're talking buyer beware.